Franklin County comes across town to visit Western Hills. It's high school basketball here on the Cable 10 Game of the Week.
In 1972, a young David Tolles vowed to jump the Kentucky River on his big wheel. He did not make it. We can rebuild him. We have the capability to make the world's perfect mechanic. Better, stronger, faster. David Tolles Tires and Auto Service on Duncan Road.
Game of the Week is brought to you by David Tolles Auto Pro Tire and Auto Service, a full-service auto repair shop servicing all models. 2 locations to serve your automotive needs. Call 502-352-2988 for an appointment or go to davidtollsautopros.com.
Welcome, folks, to Lapsley Cardwell Gymnasium here at Western Hills High School on the western side of the capital city. Clint Goins and Jason Hyatt here with you tonight, and as you can see on your screen there, unfortunately these are a couple of teams that are struggling this year. Franklin County at 6-12, Western Hills 4-13. This is a district game, 41st district, and of course the 41st district is in the 11th region, and Western Hills is last in the region. And Franklin County is 4th from last. In fact, the bottom 4 teams in the region all hail from the capital city. Western Hills, Frankfort Christian, Frankfort, and Franklin County.
Well, you're not wrong, Clint, but here's the good news. It doesn't really matter where you are in the region so much as where you are in the district.
That's true.
And so, as long as everybody in the district's down in the same spot all together, that means you've got a little bit of room to grow and climb and work your way up. The bad news for Western Hills is they come in 0-3 in the district. They've already dropped games to Great Crossing, Franklin County, and Frankfort High. And the latter 2, of which we had right here for you with the FPB Game of the Week, they came out strong starts and then totally folded in the second half.
Yeah, I think they were in the lead at half in both of those games. And the game against Franklin County about 3 weeks ago, I think it was, they lost by 20. I mean, they were up, I think, by 17 at halftime and lost by 20. The wheels just came off, and I forget exactly what happened in the second half. It may have been, I think Frankfort High did go into a full court press. I'm not sure Western Hills knew how to handle it exactly. So there was a breakdown there, but yeah. And then last week they played Frankfort High, and again, they had the lead at halftime, but they wound up losing by 8 points.
Yeah, and it was kind of the same story. Frankfort High started bringing some full court pressure in the second half, and it really rattled the Wolverines, and they struggled to control the ball, started turning it over and giving up easy opportunities on the other end. So we'll have to see if Coach Cody's got the ship righted and they can hang on to a lead instead of giving it up. But first step is you got to get the lead to get things kicked off.
That's right. Now Franklin County, they have in my mind a more well-rounded team. They've got 3 guys averaging double figures, and a 4th guy dangerously close. The lead scorer is Porter Peel. No, I'm sorry, he's not the lead scorer. Aaron Jones is the lead scorer with 13 points a game. Porter Peel has 11, and Caven Russell with about 10.5. So, and Aaron Jones, not only the lead scorer, he's also leading rebounder getting just under 6 boards per game.
Yeah, and of those top 3 scorers, to me, Caven Russell really is the straw that stirs the drink for Franklin County. The presence he brings from that point guard position, both offensively and defensively, really sets the tone for the Flyers.
That's right, and he is one of 5 seniors on the team, but I think he's one of the few. I think he's the only senior that starts, if I'm not mistaken, that usually starts. So they've got some room for growth. We'll check in on the Western Hills team a little bit when we come back after the national anthem. that was the PA announcer David Hecker doing the honors there for the starting lineup, and a good job by the Western Hills Pep Band with the national anthem. We just saw the starting lineups for both teams. I forgot to mention for Franklin County, their two leading scorers, Aaron Jones and Porter Peel, they're both freshmen. So Franklin County really counting on the young guys. And there's Jeff Cody, the head coach for Western Hills. He's starting a couple of guys we've not seen him start here on the Game of the Week anyway. Number 5, Christian Nicholson. I'm not sure I've seen him play this year. And Leighton Beard, number 3. I've not seen him play either. And Nicholson, number 5, he's just an 8th grader.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing, Clint. And for Nicholson, he's played in 15 of their 16 games, so I don't know if maybe he just, but only averaging 1 point a game, so not a major contributor even when he does get in there. So maybe trying to mix things up here this evening for Coach Cody.
Yes, and maybe he's trying to get some young guys some minutes, and then plans on fouling a lot in the second half with his regular guys. I don't know. We got our first foul right there. That's Bryce Douglas. He's a senior.
They gave it to Nicholson.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Douglas got him clean up top, but Nicholson was in with the body.
Okay. Well, I'm glad somebody's paying attention.
Well, other than the, here's another look at it. You can see right there Nicholson coming in.
Yeah.
But, besides the two newcomers to the starting lineup, the number 20 that you see down there on the block for Western Hills, that's Matt Dickin, and he's going to be the focal point of this Wolverine team. He's really a solid player. 21 points, 6 boards a game, good free throw shooter, 75% from the stripe. About the only thing that he doesn't really do is he's not much of a three-point threat, but he can fill it up fast.
You see the Flyers opening up with a full court press, and I think we're going to have Dickin on the baseline, stepping out of bounds. So a turnover. The press already paying dividends here for the Flyers. Get inside to Coleman. That was a off-balance shot, but Jones gets the rebound, puts it in.
Yeah, a bit of a wild take by Coleman, but Jones, right place, right time. Well, Coleman's going to say it was a pass, but it's probably going to go as a rebound for Mr. Jones.
And jump ball here, yes. Jump ball. And the arrow goes to Franklin County, so really that's 2 turnovers in a row. There's Jones. I'm not sure he even looked at the basket and put that shot in. It's called good court awareness. You know where you are on the floor, and you can deduce where the basket is. Peel off the mark. A quick three-pointer, no good. A heads-up rebound there by Leighton Beard.
Yeah, that was Klaus with the three-point attempt. We got a foul here in the backcourt. Klaus is their three-point specialist. Didn't get that one to go, but Leighton Beard paying some early dividends, working on the glass, coming over from the weak side.
Yeah, nobody blocked him out. That's the thing. You got to put your body on somebody. You can't just stand there. It's a mistake a lot of high school players make. Franklin County now out to an early 6-2 lead. Three-point attempt there by Douglas.
Yeah, I don't love the way he was falling away. Kind of shot a fadeaway three.
I'm not sure that's his shot, really. That's a big shot for Luke McDonald, three-pointer. Yeah, Bryce Douglas is more of an inside man,
well,
in my opinion.
He's their second leading three-point shooter, both in attempts and makes. But yeah, it seems like he might be better suited just using his height and length to work in a little closer.
Matt Dickin with the ball right now. It's over to Nicholson. And Western Hills, they are sold on this three-pointer at the moment, aren't they? They are looking for the threes. And Dickin finds it.
Well, sometimes it takes the one guy that's not his thing to get it going. And you can see the left-handed shot, kind of a one-handed push shot, but gets it to go.
Franklin County easily breaks the press. Nice pass down low.
Yeah, I like that assist from Aaron Jones, finding Coleman for the easier two than what he had for himself.
Oh my goodness. Klaus misses the layup. I think he was going to draw contact and it didn't come, and just put too much on it. Speaking of contact, Porter Peel draws some, and he will go to the line with an 11-5 lead. Raymond Lightfoot, one of the officials down there. Long-time referee here in the capital city. It's him with the ball right now. Raymond and I went to Cub Scouts together back in the day.
Peel gets a couple to go. He's under 50% on the year free throws, so good trip that time.
Another turnover. Oh, what a pass. Up and in by Collins. Just checked into the game. And Franklin County has jumped out to a 10-point lead. We'll step aside with the timeout. You're watching the Cable 10 Game of the Week.
The Game of the Week is brought to you by Tim and Rebecca Hubbard with Exit Realty Crusher. Choose local realtors that treat you like family, because real estate is what we do and families are why we do it. Reach out to the Hubbard team for all your real estate needs. Game of the Week is brought to you by Whitehead Hancock. Whitehead Hancock Plumbing has been serving Frankfort families for more than 100 years. You can trust Whitehead Hancock for all your plumbing, heating, cooling, and septic needs. Call them today at 502-227-2213 for 24-hour emergency service, or visit their website at whiteheadhancock.com.
15-5 your score here at Lapsley Cardwell Gymnasium. Lapsley Cardwell, the longtime coach at the former Bridgeport High School. And then Bridgeport, when Franklin County was formed, when the schools consolidated, Bridgeport became a 1 through 8 school, and he coached the 7th and 8th grade teams there until Bondurant came into existence. Bondurant Junior High, now Bondurant Middle School. And my guess is he was a basketball coach for close to 40 years here in Franklin County. Also my PE teacher and my bus driver. You don't find those type of people anymore, those type of servants where he did everything but mop the floor, I think. I don't know. Taught school, coached ball, and drove the bus.
Franklin County has slowed things down a little bit, but after the torrid start,
nice block from behind there by
Western Hills allowed them to get off to. Coming out of that timeout that Coach Cody called, it's not sustainable, but Franklin County was on pace to score 137 points in this game.
Wow. All right, now here we have Kalen Higgins into the game, big number 30. He usually starts. In fact, he is the 3rd leading scorer for the Wolverines. But Kalen gets most of his buckets are what you might call trash buckets or garbage buckets. He'll get a rebound.
I like the term cleanup better. That's
cleanup, okay. I've not heard that, but yeah, okay. That does, it sounds a lot better, doesn't it?
Well,
he gets the cleanup basket. Somebody takes a shot, they misses it, and then he just puts it right back on the rebound. Jones called for a charge. Good job by Nicholson. That basket will not count. Here's another look at it.
Oh yeah, he was in position, a little out of control.
Yep.
Good call.
This heads up play by 8th grader. And there's another 3-pointer.
Yeah, that's Douglas.
It's Douglas.
He's got a little bit of side rotation on that shot.
Bryce Byers into the game for Franklin County. He's the one that took the 3 that was off the mark, and now another 3-pointer by Preston Klaus. And wow, slowing the ball down as Franklin County has done may not have been a wise move. They've let Western Hills back into this thing.
Well, the 3-point shot is the great equalizer, and Wolverines got 2 wide open looks from their 2 top shooters and made them count.
I think that was McDonald. It's his second 3 tonight. Boy, Higgins didn't realize there was nobody behind him. He had a straight path to the basket. Oh, nice pass down low, but stolen away by Aaron Jones. Jones will back it out. Byers. Quick trigger.
All of a sudden, it's raining threes on both ends of the court.
So back to a 10-point lead again. Oh, silly foul on Collins.
Yeah, he is a disruptor and can create a lot of steals and chaos on the defensive end, but that was not a wise choice.
No, I think you realize it too, a little smile on his face there.
Even if you had got a hand on the ball, all you were going to do is poke it out of bounds.
When they're that far from the basket, there's no reason to foul. A nice take there by Matt Dickin. Oh, what are they doing leaving him open? That's his 3rd 3-pointer.
I believe it's his 2nd.
No, that was McDonald. That's his 3rd. I'm pretty sure that's his 3rd 3-pointer.
In a row or for the?
Not in a row.
Oh,
no,
okay,
no,
okay.
for the game.
I got you.
Not in a row.
Byers had that one. In the
Yeah,
middle.
yeah.
I'm with you.
He hit his first one early on.
Gotcha. Well, the picking the pace up seems to have worked back into Franklin County's favor.
Yeah, that's that's their game. That's their game. They got off of it, and I can understand it. Kind of makes sense. Like, hey, we got a 10-point lead. Let's burn some clock here. But that just didn't work out too much for them, and it's obviously their game is a little more fast-paced, and they get their points off transitions and not necessarily by set pieces, so to speak.
Well, I think it behooves the Flyers to get up and down the court as well, just because, not that they're an incredibly deep team, but Western Hills especially so. They really don't go more than 6 deep probably. So wear them out, because we've already seen some of their struggles in the second half this season. Franklin County's seen it themselves. So
yes.
The more you can push the pace, the better, the longer the game goes on.
Caven Russell had the ball momentarily there. Gets over to Peel. He'll back it out. Caven hasn't scored yet tonight.
Yeah, he had a layup.
Did he have a layup?
In that early flurry.
Oh, okay, I missed that. They're going to hold for the last second shot. I think this is good coaching by Coach McIntosh. And there you go, folks. The first half comes to an end, and Franklin County has doubled Western Hills. First quarter comes to an end. Thank you. It just felt like that.
It did seem to take a while.
All right. We'll be back after this.
In today's fast-paced housing market, you need realtors with experience who understand that timing is essential when finding the perfect home for the right price. Tim and Rebecca Hubbard with Exit Realty Crutcher are here to ensure that you and your family have a positive experience from start to finish.
Real estate is what we do.
And families are why we do it.
Welcome back, folks. Kind of the story of that first quarter, Jason, was 3-pointers.
Yeah, particularly in the middle parts there. Early on, it was Franklin County just running to the rim, but Western Hills got in on the action, shooting some 3-pointers, and Franklin County then decided, you know what, we'll do the same thing down on the other end, because it's probably a good thing they did, because Western Hills had cut the lead down to just 4 points until Bryce Byers and Luke McDonald got hot and pushed this thing right back out to doubling up Western Hills in the first quarter.
I tell you what, it has taken 30-plus years, but this game has changed to become really a 3-point game. I happen to have somewhere on DVD the 1978 championship game between UK and Duke. You will not recognize the sport if you go back and watch that game.
Yeah.
If you have access to it, because it's, everything's 2-pointer. Everything is pounding the ball inside, transitioning the ball. There's probably not a shot taken further from 12 feet away from the basket.
Well, there was no 3-point line.
No 3-point line, and everybody was focused on, we got to recruit really big guys. Got to recruit really big guys. If you're not at least 6'8", you can't play unless you can handle the ball really well. And the 3-point line has, it's given the shorter guys an opportunity, but it also has just changed the way the game is played to where.
Well, I think particularly in the last 3 to 5 years even, there's really been an emphasis on, hey, 3 points are worth more than 2. And so now you start seeing on fast breaks, they fade out to the corner for an open 3 rather than running to the rim for a layup.
Right. They will actually they'll have they will back it out. They've got a clear path to the basket, but rather than take that for the 2, they will step back 3 or 4 steps to get beyond the arc and jack up a 3.
And yeah, the desired shot chart is all around the 3-point line and point blank at the rim. That's what you're looking for. Anything in the middle is, by analytics, considered a bad shot.
Yeah.
That's a hook.
Well, they're calling for a walk anyway, so. But you're right. That wasn't actually a foul. Here's another look at it.
Left arm gets around Higgins.
I think he walked before then. But, yep, sure enough. Dickin almost has it stolen away.
And by those analytics, that's a bad shot, but a worse foul.
And I understand the analytics, but I do kind of miss the 12-foot jumper is a lost art, and because there's, why practice that?
Well,
you're better off practicing a 15-foot 3-pointer.
Well, the 3-point line is a lot more than 15 feet.
I'm sorry, 18 feet.
I think it's 19.6.
Okay, whatever it is. Whatever it is.
I think everything's cyclical, and so I think there's going to come a point that as everything gets so focused on the layups and threes that the mid-range game is going to come back in, because people are going to figure out nobody wants to defend that. So there's going to be open opportunities from that 10 to 12-foot range.
Well, you could be right, but analytics, as it took over baseball a long time ago, and I'm not saying that's wrong. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. The object is to score more points than you give up, and in whatever way you can accomplish that, that's what you do.
That's absolutely right. It was Beard with another bucket for Western Hills.
Yeah. And I don't think I have seen him play this year. But did you say he's played somewhat in each, like in several games, but only averages what?
Well, that was
1 point a game?
Nicholson.
Well, Nicholson's number 5. No, it was Beard
Yeah.
hit the shot. What number 3?
Yeah, I'm saying Nicholson was the one I was talking about.
Oh, okay.
But it's
I'm
the
sorry.
same thing for Beard. Beard has appeared in all 16 games for the Wolverines, but only 1.4 points a game. Nicholson just a half a point per game.
Dixon getting some good experience here as an 8th grader. You know, that's the future of the Western Hills program. Oh, that pass a little off the mark.
Yeah, too much alley, not enough oop.
Collins kicks it out to McDonald. Oh,
I was going to say, what a great pass by Collins to find your best three-point shooter wide open in the corner, and then he just airmails it. Had he made it, though, that would have been a perfect example of, you know,
right.
find the better shot. I've got a good shot, but there's a better one to be had.
Right. Dickin puts it in again. And, you know, we mentioned this, I think, last week. Dickin is one of those guys that he gets his 20 points, and it's not flashy. It's just, you know, and he's the guy that gets them 2 points at a time.
Yeah, that's a good point. Not the threes are not there. I think the one he made earlier was just his 7th made 3 of the season, and he's only attempted 18 or 19 of them.
Charge. That was a good strategy there by Franklin County's Coleman, I think it was.
Yeah, I think he was anticipating it. He was ready to go down, but
yeah.
no doubt Higgins lowered the shoulder into him just a bit.
He's probably seen some tape and know that that's his MO.
If Higgins hadn't extended the arm, he may have got away with it and had a wide open layup.
Yeah. Shalom Moore, number 1, just into the game. Oh, was that off of Franklin County?
I think it should be. I mean,
yeah, because it looked like it came back and hit him.
Absolutely.
Oh,
no.
nope, bounce
Yeah,
first.
okay.
Bounce first.
That's
Good.
why Mr. Lightfoot's right there. On
Good
it.
call, Raymond. Good job. Speaking of which, if you have an interest in being a basketball official, we need you. I know how old I am, and I'm pretty sure I know how old Raymond is. And I know a high school friend of mine, Don Warner, still out there doing it. A college buddy of mine, Kevin Gramig. All of us are in our early 60s, and you know, we need some fresh blood.
You just trying to retire these guys? Like,
No. I mean,
put 'em out of
they're
a
doing a
job,
great
man?
job. No. I just know that we're hurting. The KHSAA is hurting for officials all across the board. No matter whether it's football, volleyball, baseball, basketball, you name it. They need officials. Thirty. 31-22. Franklin County called that one.
Well, I'll be interested to see how Coach McIntosh comes out of this timeout, because once again, things kind of slowed down, and that seems to be more to Western Hills' liking than Franklin County's, and they've got it back under, down into single digits again. So see if Coach McIntosh wants to pick up the pace a little bit here in this final 2.5 minutes of the half.
Either do that or slow it way down. I mean, way down. Russell over to Moore. Moore kicks it back out to Collins for 3. That's that's not his shot, obviously, but the bank is open late tonight, and he gets a 3-pointer off the glass.
Makes me wonder if he should have shot the one he had at the top of the key earlier.
Yeah, I meant to do that. Yeah.
I mean, it kind of looked like he meant to do it.
Yeah. He meant to shoot it, that's for sure. Nixon back into the game for the Wolverines. Over to Douglas. Dickin with it now. Moore. Nicholson wanted the charge, but he didn't get it.
Yeah, that was the case of kind of what we were talking about on the other end. Nicholson went down, but there was no arm extension or anything to sell the offensive foul, and so just left an open layup.
A nice steal and some nice passing there by Franklin County.
And yeah, the pressure has ramped up, and you see the dividends.
Collins with the reverse layup. Didn't put enough English on that one. And we've got a foul here. I think that's going to go against Caden LeCount.
Well, I told you Collins was a disruptor on the defensive end, and he shows it right there with that steal leading to the easy bucket.
Got another foul here on the count.
Well, he called a double foul. He got LeCount for Western Hills and Coleman for Franklin County. See the ref talking to him
down there. Coleman walked. Actually, more slid, maybe. Here's the look at that double foul. They're just getting a little aggressive there. They in college they probably would have let that go.
At least it was equal offenders there. They were each swimming right over top of each other back and forth. So
yeah,
it wasn't one of those where one guy does the first thing that baits somebody into something.
Yeah, it was a good call. It was a good call, and it's good to nip things in the bud, as Barney Fife would say.
You got to nip it.
Nip it in the bud. Dickin called for the foul.
That may have been, well, you don't want Dickin picking up fouls, but they had a foul to give, so not a terrible idea as Russell started to make his move.
Yeah, but you've only got 10 seconds, and You know, now since there's no 1-and-1 anymore, you weren't the odds of you getting the ball back and able to do something with it were pretty slim. All right. The Classic Gold Master Jewelers halftime show will be coming up next. Franklin County leads 38-24, and you are watching the Cable 10 Game of the Week.
Game of the Week halftime show is brought to you by Classic Gold. Art-carved class rings are available at Classic Gold Master Jewelers on 859 East Main Street in Frankfort.
Classic Gold Master Jewelers has an amazing selection of jewelry that anyone will love. Classic Gold also provides custom services like pearl restringing, engraving, watch repair, ring resizing, and custom designs. Classic Gold Master Jewelers, 859 East Main Street.
Welcome back, folks, to the Classic Gold Master Jewelers halftime show here at Lafley Cardwell Gymnasium. I think we're going to have for our leading off here in the halftime show is the Western Hills Dance Team. All right, let's take a look at some of the highlights from this first half. Western Hills coming out with some starters that don't usually start. And Franklin County didn't really care either way. We're just going to play our game and build the bucket.
Yeah, Franklin County jumped out to that 15-5 lead, forcing Coach Cody to call a timeout because the early game plan did not pay off for Western Hills.
No, but then, you know, Franklin County slowed down the ball a little bit and let Western Hills get back into the game, and they did so by shooting several three-pointers.
Yeah, we saw Klaus hit a couple, Bryce Douglas got in on the action, but then Franklin County came back down on the other end and answered them shot for shot to push the lead right back out to double digits.
Yes. Everybody in on the three-point action. There's Russell hitting for the Flyers, and a little later on you may even see Delano Collins hit a three-pointer. He banks in a three. Nice little dish right there. Shalom Moore with the bucket. And that is your halftime highlights, and it brings our Classic Gold Master Jewelers halftime show to a conclusion. We'll come back with the second half here in about 3 minutes on the Cable 10 Game of the Week.
The Game of the Week is brought to you by your local Toyota dealer. For all Toyota offers, visit Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Game of the Week is brought to you by David Tolles Auto Pro Tire and Auto Service, a full-service auto repair shop servicing all models. 2 locations to serve your automotive needs. Call 502-352-2988 for an appointment or go to davidtollsautopros.com.
With all the rain, snow, and mud we get around here, it's all-wheel drive all year round because nothing else gives you the confidence and capability to handle it all.
And nobody gives you more all-wheel drive choices than Toyota, including the powerful new Tundra, now with $5,000 customer cash.
Or 0.99 APR financing plus $1,000 APR cash on remaining new 25s.
Or lease this 26 Tundra for $439 a month.
Nobody knows all-wheel drive better than Toyota. Let's go places.
Call David Tolles Auto Pro for all your automotive needs. Don't let your car keep you from making important plans. Take it to David Tolles Auto Pro, 515 Duncan Road and 1348 Versailles Road. Game of the Week is brought to you by Westbanco Bank. Money doesn't make you wealthy, understanding it does. So let's talk. Learn more at westbanco.com.
Retire a millionaire? Is this yearly?
Okay. A lot.
It's a big number, but it's doable.
I mean, yearly, a few hundred every month, you can get here pretty easily. I might get coffee a little less.
I think I could save $7,000 a year. Just comes down to budgeting.
To retire a millionaire, I think it'd be worth it, though.
I want to leave a legacy for my kids.
Save more for retirement with tips from Westbanco. Money doesn't make you wealthy. Understanding it does.
Managing your utilities doesn't have to be stressful. With the MyFPB app, everything you need is right at your fingertips. Get 24/7 access to view and pay bills instantly, track electric and water usage, and even manage multiple properties. Go paperless. Turn on notifications and get real-time outage updates. Take control of your utilities anytime, anywhere. Download the MyFPB app now and make utility management easy. MyFPB, your utilities simplified.
Welcome back, everybody. Western Hills, Franklin County, Friday night basketball action for you. Along with Clint Goins, I'm Jason Hyatt, and we're getting ready to set things off here for the second half. Franklin County with a 38-24 lead, thanks largely in part to their defensive pressure leading to easy buckets. And Franklin County will get the ball to start things off. That's point guard Caven Russell set to do the honors. Freshman Aaron Jones with the ball as Western Hills comes out with a 3-2 zone to start things out. Now they break off into man. Luke McDonald with another three-pointer. That's number 4 for him in the game. And that's been the story. It's fast break points and open three-pointers. And now here's another steal. Coleman with the Euro step and draws the foul. That's going to go against Dickin. That'll be his second. He picked up his first right at the end of the first half. Picks up his second right at the beginning of the second.
Not sure Coleman. Yeah, Coleman has scored a bucket. That's not his first points.
I'm pretty sure everybody scored a bucket for Franklin County.
Yeah, with 42 points on the board. That's a pretty big number for a high school game when they only play 8-minute quarters.
Western Hills' last game a week ago, they played Model down in Berea. They gave up 83 points in that one, but they did score 93 to get the victory. So high scoring affair in that one. This one looks to be on pace for another high scoring contest, but mostly only on the Flyer side.
All right, we've got a 30-second timeout here, so we'll just keep it right here. Let's pretend you're Jeff Cody. What do you tell your team here, down by 19 early in the second half?
Well, the bad news is whatever you told them during halftime all of 46 seconds ago didn't work out too well, because you've given up a 5-0 run to start things off. So yeah, whatever that message was, try the other thing, I guess is where we're at.
Plan A nor Plan B has worked, so we're on Plan C.
I think you probably need to get that guy right there, Matt Dickin. He needs to get going in this one, and even if that means forcing him the ball a little bit, so be it.
Douglas shorts it. McDonald with the ball. His layup no good. He had to shoot it left-handed. Maybe that was a problem. There's Matt Dickin with the bucket.
And I like him going up with the ball. I had a teammate on the other side, but chose to be a little selfish there, and I think that was the right play.
Looking inside to Higgins, but they get it to him. Oh, nice pass over to Douglas.
And yet, like we talked about in the first half, I'd like to see more out of that from Douglas rather than just hanging out in the corner looking for threes. You're the tallest guy on the court. Get down low, use that length. You got nice long arms. Go up over somebody and score.
Aaron Jones, just a freshman, so graceful. Franklin County not doing so well this year, but let me tell you, with Jones and Porter Peel coming back and Noah Coleman coming back, they're going to be a pretty good team for the next couple of years. And I fully expect him to make the region. I really do. I think Great Crossing is the better team in the district. I think they're undefeated in district play. But Franklin County, I think, is the second best team. I think they'll make it to the region.
Yeah, I don't think there's much question, really. And look, and Great Crossing is not the Great Crossing of the last 5 years that we had seen for so long. But they're still a really good team.
They are.
And tops in the district. But yeah, Franklin County has really put themselves in a good position to be that second team coming out of the district to head to the regional tournament. That already got victories over Western Hills and Frankfort High, and looking good in this one.
Shalom Moore into the game for the Flyers. And Delano Collins also checking in. Klaus from way downtown. Oh, nice pass ahead to Caven Russell.
Oh, that was worth a couple of assists or some kind of bonus statistic for Collins, because he had a really good contest on that three-pointer to get up, but would not foul. Then he got the hustle rebound, and then the touch pass to lead to the run out for Russell. All around good play from Collins.
Nice three-pointer there from Preston Klaus for Western Hills, but the Flyers answer. Klaus tries to make it 2 in a row, unable to do so, however. That's going to be a blocking foul. Yep.
And one.
Nicholson, not only did he commit the foul, but I think he's injured on the play, holding that right knee.
Yeah, we talk about hooping the harm, but this one it's kind of the opposite of that. He got insult or injury to insult, I guess.
Yeah, the 8th grader, he just kind of leaned to his right there a little bit.
Yeah, it's knee on knee, and bent it awkwardly on the way down to boot.
So we'll have a little timeout here while they take a look at him, and we'll come back with some more basketball here on the Cable 10 Game of the Week.
The Game of the Week is brought to you by The Floor Show. The Floor Show wishes everyone a great sporting season. Be sure to see us for all your flooring needs and personalized customer service. We are just minutes away in Lawrenceburg at 1110 Bypass South, or call us at 502-839-6917. Follow and like us on Facebook too.
For more than 21 years, The Floor Show has helped bring comfort, style, and durability to homes and businesses just like yours. Whether you're looking for plush carpet, timeless hardwood, durable laminate, or elegant ceramic tile, we've got the perfect fit for every space. The Floor Show proudly serves both residential and commercial clients throughout Kentucky with expert installation and personalized service you can trust. And we have same as cash financing options available. The Floor Show.
You stand on it, we stand by it.
The Game of the Week is brought to you by Goins Insurance. Family owned, family operated, protecting Central Kentucky since 1949. Call us for the same great rates and great service you've always been given. Call 502-875-4270 for your quote today.
All right, Collins is at the line here.
And Nicholson able to get up on his own power and walk off, so that was good to see. Flyers have 6 people on the court.
Yeah, I don't think that's legal.
No. Somebody said something that got him tickled. It worked.
It did. It did work. Nice take there by Preston Klaus with the bucket. I believe it was. Russell back out to Moore. Moore happy to dribble around. Collins, he'll take it inside and missed the shot. And Russell just off of his fingertips.
Collins seemed like he couldn't decide if he wanted to put that one straight in or lay it off the glass. Kind of caught in no man's land, moving away from the basket. And just wouldn't go in.
He made a nice move to get to the basket.
And you see him here running the head of this full court pressure, and again causing a lot of problems for Western Hills getting the ball across half court.
Douglas short arms a three. Flyer rebound. Bryce Byers, his three, no good. And Preston Klaus will try one. He's no good. Coleman trying to get some help. Caden Russell knocked away by Matt Dickin. Missed the shot, but drew the foul.
And impressive for Matt Dickin there just to pick the pocket of Caden Russell, because Russell usually has that thing on a string. Nice job of stealing that one away.
We talk about the youth of some of these players. You know, Matt Dickin, just a sophomore, and he's just a workhorse kind of guy.
Yeah, I really like watching him play. A lot of good years still ahead for him too.
Yeah.
Got another 8th grader there, number 15, Eli Ferguson, in for Western Hills.
Three-pointer. Was that McDonald? Yes, it was. Boy, Collins is just very active on defense. Very active.
Yeah, when you've got him and Russell out there, which Russell's not at the moment, but when you do, that's a lot of speed running around the court.
Dickin again with a nice take.
More of that for Western Hills.
So Ferguson kicked the ball. McDonald will inbound. Up to Moore. Moore back to McDonald. He'll take the three and he'll put it in.
Is that number 6? He's feeling it tonight.
Klaus may have walked, but they didn't call anything. What are they going to call here? Jump ball.
Luke McDonald having himself a night.
McDonald could be the player of the game. At the end of this game, we'll have the Esprit Credit Union player of the game and the Central Kentucky Toyota Dealers play of the game.
Leighton Beard with excuse me, Leighton Beard with the three. He's really had a pretty good game for Western Hills.
Spin move. Oh, won't fall for him. That'll be off the Wolverines. It'll stay with Franklin County.
And guess who was in there mixing it up to keep that ball alive?
Collins.
That's right.
Try to get it to Coleman there, knocked out of bounds.
I'd be looking to get a 3-point attempt for Mr. McDonald. They set a screen for him there.
They may hold it here for the last shot of the quarter. They get it inside, however, to Coleman. Puts it up, no good. McDonald with the rebound, no good. Dickin with it.
They get a foul on Franklin County. It's going to go on Moore. It's number 2 on Moore. We'll see if Western Hills decides to hold for one shot now.
Nick Mertz into the game. The Wolverines. There's Matt Dickin. His shot is short that time, but a cleanup basket,
there you go,
shall we say, by Ferguson.
Oh.
We're going to call a foul, but that, I don't think.
Well, it's only going to be the 3rd team foul, so no bonus, but there should be just a few tenths probably left on the clock for an inbound and a tip or a quick shot. So the hand goes up somewhere. I mean, I think the foul occurred with just over a second. By the time the hand went up, it was down to just a few tenths.
0.3, yeah. And with 0.3, all you can do is tip it. Is that right? You can't,
I believe
can't catch it to shoot.
That's correct. And
oh my goodness gracious. Boy, you don't see that executed any better.
I'm telling you, man, Collins, he is everywhere doing all things, and you can't do that any better than that.
No, that is perfect. Perfect. Wow.
Love the execution.
Nice drawn up play by the Flyers. All right. We'll have the final stanza coming up next here on the Cable 10 Game of the Week.
In today's fast-paced housing market, you need realtors with experience who understand that timing is essential when finding the perfect home for the right price. Tim and Rebecca Hubbard with Exit Realty Crutcher are here to ensure that you and your family have a positive experience from start to finish.
Real estate is what we do,
and families are why we do it.
Welcome back, folks, to Lapsy Cardwell Gymnasium. Franklin County with the lead on the Western Hills home court. 62-46 is your score, but we still have a quarter of basketball, and in high school basketball, anything can happen.
And credit the Wolverines for the way that 3rd quarter played out. They got down early in the quarter, giving up some early buckets. Coach Cody called a timeout and did settle things down because it had grown to 19 or 20 points, and they brought it back down to 14. Now, Collins hits that buzzer beater at the end of the quarter to push it back to 16, but all in all, kind of a stalemate for the Wolverines, and that's at least progress.
Yeah. They're really not worse off. They weren't able to make progress, but at least they didn't fall any further behind, which I guess in a sense is a form of progress. Preston Klaus hits his first one, and his second one too. Jones into Russell. Russell will walk it up. Over to Jones. Jones to Coleman. He kicks it back out to Russell. They will reset. Man-to-man defense for the Wolverines. I think they played man-to-man the entire game. Jones turns around and fires.
Yeah, it's a tough shot on the baseline to turn around to your other side where you got to kind of push that shot. That's a really tough bucket to make. That, on the other hand, is a much higher percentage shot for Jones.
Nice finger roll there, and he draws the foul as well.
Gets the steal, and then takes it all the way by himself.
I'm taking this all by my lonesome. Dickin draws the foul on Coleman, and Coleman just doesn't believe it. Hits them both. Back to a 14-point game. A little too strong with the reverse layup is Porter Peel. Coleman with the rebound. Picks it out. I guess Jones takes the baseline and lays it in.
Yeah, solid game for Jones tonight, but another guy you mentioned there, Porter Peel, he's had a quiet game. We've really not said his name much at all tonight.
That's true. In fact, did we see him much in the third quarter at all? And I don't think he's in foul trouble. McDonald, wow, that's not usually his MO.
Hey, when you're feeling it, you're feeling it.
Just inside the three-point line, little off balance, fading back.
I get the feeling we are closing in on a Luke McDonald heat check.
Could be.
I'm not going to be surprised if he pulls from a logo here in a minute.
Russell has the pick, but doesn't really use it. They get it inside the Coleman, puts up the shot, no good. And Peel goes in for the rebound, but they say it's off of Porter. It'll be Wolverine basketball. Nick Mertz, the sophomore, checks out of the game for the Wolverines. We see Nicholson back in there, so that's good. But his hurt knee is feeling much better now. Douglas for three, short, Digging with a rebound. Klaus, he'll try the three. And nothing but net from Preston Klaus.
Great shot from a great shooter right there by Klaus. Even though he was running to his left, he took that extra little quarter second to slow down, get his feet set, shoulder square, and drains it.
All right, timeout on the floor. We'll be back with more here on the Cable 10 Game of the Week.
Low credit. This looks impossible. Kate?
That's what I'm talking about.
Didn't try that again. The average first shot. How do I get to good credit? No obstacles on this one. Here we go.
Credit scores can be loan obstacles too. Get credit advice for life from WesBanco. Money doesn't make you wealthy. Understanding it does.
Western Hills Pep Band having a good time out here supporting their team. So look at the trombone section, getting their groove on. And there's Franklin County with the 13-point lead with 5:15 left to go in the game. Mac McIntosh coaching his team, and there's a very young basketball fan.
I tell you, being in that gymnasium That's a
falling asleep is an accomplishment.
That's right. It is loud in Lapsley Cardwell.
Yes, that wooden dome roof really echoes the sound.
I think this is a good position, a good opportunity for Coach McIntosh and his Flyers. Great pass from Russell. Here, you know, you're up by 13, now 15, 5 minutes to go. You like your position, you're feeling good about it, but it's not like this is one of those where it's just a total runaway. You're in trash minutes and, you know, whatever. You still got a good opportunity for coaching your team how to close games out. And so,
yeah,
you know, I'm sure he's going to be looking to see how his team responds over these final 5 minutes.
You kind of coach for the next game, you know, like, okay. Nice shot by Peel.
And so far, they're 2 for 2 on execution coming out of that timeout. It's going to go on. Call it on Dickon. I didn't see a whole lot there.
I think they did, because you know, he's got kind of the body language of okay, whatever. Oh my goodness! What a block by Douglas, though.
Well, it's a good thing he blocked it because he got toasted on the inbound.
Yes, yes. Jones was wide open, and that's a charge. Nicholson draws another one. Here it is. That's a good block. That's a good block, but he fell asleep at the beginning of the play, so it's a good thing he recovered. Klaus for three. He's been rather hot lately for the Wolverines.
He can really stroke it, and he's kind of been the thing keeping them in it here in the second half.
Yeah, and the Wolverines come out with a little pressure here too, as we call a timeout. The lead has been trimmed to 10 after this three-pointer by Preston Klaus. You're watching the Cable 10 Game of the Week.
Call David Toll's Auto Pro for all your automotive needs. Don't let your car keep you from making important plans. Take it to David Toll's Auto Pro, 515 Duncan Road and 1348 Versailles Road.
Welcome back, folks. There's McIntosh coaching the Flyers. They have a 10-point lead at the moment, but they had a 16-point lead a little while ago. There's Jeff Cody coaching his team. The Wolverines are hanging around.
Well, we went from the Flyers feeling like they're in a good position, let's see, just close this out the right way, to all of a sudden, this is bordering on uncomfortable. So they immediately responded well out of the previous timeout, and then things fell apart a little bit. See how they do coming out of this one.
There's Nicholson, the 8th grader. He's having a pretty good night. Big minutes for him. Jones has it. It's Russell. McDonald, heat check time. I'm not sure I would have taken that shot. I think I would have burned another 15 seconds off the clock. Just stolen away.
Oh,
Collins, he wanted the dunk.
Now's not the time for that.
No, that could have, you know, if you're up by 20, sure. But Klaus He's now cut it back down to 7. That's as close as they've been this half.
5-point swing. And clearly, Coach McIntosh's message was, let's hold the ball and work it around, run some clock. They got the open three-pointer from McDonald, which I'm okay with him taking the way he shot the ball tonight.
Oh, what a kind roll that for Kevin Russell. Ball is off of McDonald. But yeah, even that shot by Kevin Russell I thought was ill-advised. I mean, yeah, it went in, but that was, you know, that was more luck than skill, I thought.
I think he would take issue with that statement.
He probably would. And there's
but my
Klaus.
goodness.
Klaus is just filling it up in this second half. Now down to a 6-point game. And, you know, did they call a charge?
No, it's an and one.
Oh, okay. All right. It's a big bucket. Porter Peel goes to the line for his and one.
I tell you, Franklin County better get somebody in the face of Preston Klaus. I would say if he gets another shot off, I don't care if it's contested or not, we're running laps tomorrow.
But these last few minutes is why I don't think there's a need for a shot clock in high school basketball. I mean, clearly, Coach McIntosh wanted Franklin County to slow the ball down and to go into somewhat of a four corners offense, and they're just incapable of doing it. And most high school students are incapable. You know, it's not like they're odd in that regard. But let's look at some Preston Klaus threes, shall we? I mean, he has been lighting it up as of late.
Well, he shot it well all season, all game. But this second half, he has been absolutely on fire.
And I think those 4 threes, they were all in this quarter, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, they were all in this quarter. So he has almost single-handedly brought them back into this game. I mean, they're down by 9 right now, but he got them as close to 6.
I mean, I don't think there's any almost about it. It has been him solely. I mean, you know, Dickens had and Nicholson, they've each, I think, had a bucket sprinkled in there, but Klaus has done the lion's share of the work.
Oh, I know. I get there must have been contact on the ball.
Yeah,
that looked like a walk to me.
Yeah, Lightfoot said that ball got
There's
tipped.
A touch.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, if you're Western Hills, you got to do something other than just let.
Yeah, this is where you need to foul
Collins pass it back and forth.
This is where, like, you know, Higgins has got plenty of fouls to give. He needs to go out there and put Collins on the line or something.
So they've run 30 seconds off so far.
They get it now. They get the idea of, like, no, don't take the shot. Just don't take the shot. That's 4 fouls on Preston Klaus, and you know he really can't afford to give any more.
And there was no reason that it had to come
from him
to him having to commit the foul. Somebody else
should have stepped up. Should have stepped up.
And they should have done it 20 seconds ago.
Yes. Dickin commits the personal, but still they've got. Okay, that put them at 5. So now
that's 4 on Dickens. So your 2 guys that are capable of scoring.
2 leading scorers
each have 4, but it was the right guy. Excuse me, that's Peel, not Coleman. But either way, both Peel and Coleman, they're both 47-48%, so it's same difference.
Yeah, he missed the first one.
If you're Western Hills and you got to anticipate he's going to miss this one as well, you've got to box out and get this rebound. Cannot afford to give it up an offensive board.
He does put it in. We got more back into the game. I think, I'm not sure who sat down. Less than a minute. We're down by 8. You got to get a bucket here soon. Doesn't have to be a 3, but you got to get a bucket soon. It's off the mark. That's shot by Leighton Beard, the junior.
And I'm okay with the shot. Beard already hit, at least 1 3, maybe 2 in this one. They were hounding Klaus. They were not going to let him get the shot. So you got an open look. Clock's ticking. Let it fly. Just didn't go in.
Yeah, you've got to put the ball in the air.
Moore just a 54% shooter. In fact, there are only 4 guys on the team that are over 60%.
All right. 3-possession game, and you've got to have some threes. You don't need to have them exactly, but Douglas puts in 2. And Coach Cody calls a timeout. We'll step aside as well. Back with more basketball right after this.
For more than 21 years, the Floor Show has helped bring comfort, style, and durability to homes and businesses just like yours. Whether you're looking for plush carpet, timeless hardwood, durable laminate, or elegant ceramic tile, we've got the perfect fit for every space. The Floor Show proudly serves both residential and commercial clients throughout Kentucky with expert installation and personalized service you can trust. And we have same as cash financing options available. The Floor Show.
You stand on it, we stand by it.
Welcome back, folks. 33 seconds left to go in the game. It's close, 79-72, but Franklin County will have the ball when we continue here in just a few seconds.
I did like the play from Western Hills, finding Douglas wide open underneath the basket. There's still just over 30 seconds to go. Take the easy 2, that's fine. Like we said, Franklin County is not a good free throw shooting team, so if you can foul the right guy, you got a good chance even to make 2 points for 1. Now, you can't do that forever. There's going to come a time you're going to have to start hitting some threes, but we're not there just yet.
And Franklin County is smart in, hounding Klaus, who, by the way, on defense, he's not in the game because he has 4 fouls on him. And I think they foul even before the time went off the clock. Is that right?
No, so they were throwing the home run pass, which was wide open. It was going to be an easy 2 points, but Western Hills committed a foul against Coleman, which is a smart play, and forgive my ignorance on the rules here. It must be in high school. That's okay, because I'm pretty sure in college and above, if you foul a guy, on this situation with an inbound happening who doesn't have the ball, then that's a technical foul. Because that way, you can't just grab somebody
Yeah, because
it's the old hack-a-shack.
Yeah, because I feel bad if you're a bad free throw shooter, they come in for you, buddy.
Yep.
And he hits them both. Those are a couple of big-time free throws there by Coleman. And he comes out of the game. Probably they're more concerned about getting good free throw shooters in there. Collins almost tips it away. Dickin puts it in. And Western Hills calls another timeout. They trail by 7 still with 22 seconds. We'll step aside one more time. You're watching the Cable 10 Game of the Week.
Today, we customize everything.
Yeah.
So why not customize your video choices with Nextband Stream, the new video streaming app from FPB. Just install Nextband Stream on your smart TV, mobile, and streaming devices. Then watch with features like Restart and Replay TV, plus Cloud DVR to record cable and local channels. Powered by fast, reliable FPB internet and Wi-Fi. Customize your video. Call or visit FPB online to sign up.
Welcome back, everyone, to Lapsley Cardwell Gymnasium. Clint Goins and Jason Hyatt here with you. There you see the other athletes on the floor tonight, the cheerleaders. Jeff Cody trying to coach his team to a victory, but right now they find themselves down by 7.
Well, they fouled Coleman last time, clearly on purpose. He's the worst free throw shooter. It's a smart play. It didn't work. Coleman hit both free throws. So you come back down, you get a quick 2, that's fine. But now down 7, 22 seconds to go, and you don't have the ball. You've got to try to get a meet. Well, they're just going to go straight for the foul again.
Well, you know, since that is legal, that's a smart thing.
Yeah, as long as he misses them.
Yeah. Well, at least no time has come off the clock.
Right.
Porter Peel at the line and gets his first one.
The sub 50% shooters are making the Wolverines pay.
Dickin and Klaus both back into the game as Ferguson and Mertz sit down. The Flyers are going to concede this rebound if a rebound is to be had. Matt Dickin with the rebound, gets it down. Douglas with it. That's a nice little spin move, but it's just a 2-pointer. That's Leighton Beard.
I think Wolverines were trying to get a travel call.
And that's going to be Klaus's 5th. So he has found out of the game with 10 seconds to go.
Well, and part of the issue too is Wolverines were out of timeouts. And so after the made bucket, they couldn't stop the clock, and the clock doesn't stop after a made bucket. So, you know, you lost another 3 or 4 seconds just on the inbound, and now down by 6 with Franklin County shooting free throws. You're in dire straits.
Yeah, I think it's a foregone conclusion. I mean, if he misses both free throws, you're still down by 6 points, and you've got to score 6 points in 10 seconds. That means 2 3-pointers to tie it, and you know you've got to steal the ball pretty quickly in there one time as well. I think it's just about mathematically impossible. In fact, after you hit that first free throw, it is mathematically impossible, so there's no way it's going to happen. Dickin puts up a 3, and he hits it, but that's going to be the ball game.
Well, credit Western Hills. They came back and made a game out of this thing when they were down by 20 points at one point, so it's a complete reversal of how the games have gone previously for them. This time they were the ones having to fight back, and they did just that.
All right, we're going to step aside here briefly and come back and tell you about the Esprit Credit Union player of the game and the play of the game, brought to you by the Central Kentucky Toyota dealers when we return here on the Cable 10 Game of the Week.
The Game of the Week is brought to you by your local Toyota dealer. For all Toyota offers, visit Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
With all the rain, snow, and mud we get around here, it's all-wheel drive all year round because nothing else gives you the confidence and capability to handle it all.
And nobody gives you more all-wheel drive choices than Toyota, including the powerful new Tundra, now with $5,000 customer cash.
Or 0.99 APR financing plus $1,000 APR cash on remaining new 25s.
Or lease this 26 Tundra for $439 a month.
Nobody knows all-wheel drive better than Toyota. Let's go places.
The Game of the Week was brought to you by Esprit Credit Union. Esprit Credit Union wishes all our local teams a great season. Show your local spirit with a spirited debit card featuring your school colors and mascot. Open an Esprit Spirited account today and let the rivalry continue. Federally insured by NCUA.
Esprit Credit Union wishes all our local teams a great season. Score $5 for the high school of your choice simply by opening a spirited account featuring your school colors and mascot on your debit card. Show your support, Flyers, Panthers, or Wolverines. Who will raise the most? Go to Esprit.org today. Choose wisely. Western Hills, Franklin County, Frankfort High. Let the rivalry continue. Federally insured by the NCUA.
Welcome back, folks, and now it's time for the Central Kentucky Toyota dealerships play of the game, and right here it is. With only 0.3 seconds, all you can do is tip it, and they do.
Perfect execution for Franklin County.
Oh yeah, nice throw, nice tip, right at the buzzer. Delano Collins, and that's your Central Kentucky Toyota dealers play of the game. And now let's find out who is the Esprit Credit Union player of the game.
Well, number 0, Luke McDonald, was lighting it up for the Flyers tonight. He did his work early and often in this game, raining threes to put the Flyers up big. As the game progressed, he wasn't as involved because that just wasn't the flow of the game. But he's the reason that they, had the lead that they were able to hold on to down the stretch because of the sharp shooting that he had.
Yeah, I don't know how many points he got, but he got.
I know he was over 20, well over 20.
All right, that's the Esprit Credit Union player of the game, and I will say honorable mention to Preston Klaus of Western Hills. Had they won the game, he would have been probably the player of the game. All right, folks, that's going to wrap up the boys' game. Stay tuned. We're going to have the girls' clash here in about 18 minutes or so, right here on the Cable 10 Game of the Week.